Hari Om, Namaskaram all. So, on behalf of Vishwabharati Sangh and our Swamijis, we welcome all of you for this webinar. This is a very important webinar in the sense people who are new to Raja Yoga or new to Yoga Sutra, they have to definitely listen to this webinar. We'll show how important it is. I'll share the slide. So there is a secret science behind yoga. Why it is secret, why it is science, we will see that. Now, what is the purpose of yoga for a common man? Everybody know the yoga is for physical health. This is the gross benefit we see. And they also now know there is a benefit for mental health because of a lot of equipments have come. Now they can measure the brain and say it benefits to the mind. When it comes to the mind, yes, mental clarity and emotional balance. And also it supports the lifestyle habits. If you form any good habit, it will support. These are the common benefit. When you say the movement yoga, this is what a normal man considers as the purpose or benefit of yoga. When you see this pictures, yoga for mental health, yoga for humanity, yoga for physical health and fitness, every move counts. Make yoga a part of your daily routine. These are not posters put by someone. If you zoom and see, it is all the posters put by World Health Organization, WHO. When WHO put all these things, then it is well understood. All these things are proven by yoga. There are a lot of research papers which proves yoga is good for physical, mental, emotional, holistic health. So there is no question about it. Now there is something should be behind yoga, right? When the physical posture, asana gives a lot of benefit, what is the science behind it? So if you want to read the science, understand yoga from scriptures, now we have two important books. One is called Hatha Yoga Pratipika, written by the sage Swatvarama. And next one is Patanjali Yoga Sutras. These two are the foundation or base of yoga. If you want to really read something technical about yoga, scientific about yoga, definitely you have to read these two texts. And Hatha Yoga Pratipika deals with all the practical part, in the sense what body does. So what Hatha Yoga Pratipika deals with? It deals with asana. There are 4 chapters. The first chapter deals with asanas. Second chapter deals with pranayama and shatkarmas. You know, shatkarmas or shatkriyas are 6 cleansing techniques. You can cleanse your body through 6 ways. Then third chapter of Hatha Yoga Pratipika talks about mudras and bandhas. Now, these days we teach mudras. You can see many people in YouTube and many were telling, use this mudra, that mudra. Mudra should not be used by anyone. Just like that. Because you have to cross asana, you have to cross pranayama, then you have to cross mudras. But these days we generally use. And the 4th chapter deals with samadhi. So these are the 4 chapters of Hatha Yoga Pratipika which talks about you performing something using your body. Asana, pranayama, mudra, and sit for meditation. Let us see what Hatha Yoga Pratipika says. What is the purpose of Hatha Yoga Pratipika? It says purpose of Hatha Yoga is to reach Raja Yoga. So we want to know what is Raja Yoga. What is the purpose of Hatha Yoga? To reach Raja Yoga. And in 1.3, the first chapter, 3rd sloka, Swatmarama says, due to misconceptions and people are ignorant about Raja Yoga, I start teaching Hatha Yoga. Why? If you talk about mind, not many people will listen. See, don't think about you. We are all in yoga fraternity. Think about a common man. If you talk about mind, how to control your mind, he is not interested. So he says, due to all this misconception and ignorance, people are not interested. You start from asana. So that's why the physical postures are given. In the 4th chapter, he says, Trinokar sir, I think somebody is scribbling, sir. Sir, can you take care? Somebody is scribbling on the screen. So on the 4th chapter, it says, Raja Yoga is a state of Ishvara Tattva. It is as good as equivalent to God. And the 79 Sutra says, practice of Hatha Yoga without realization of Raja Yoga is unfruitful. So what we should know, you can do asana, pranayama, everything. But the purpose of asana, pranayama and all the practices what you do is to reach Raja Yoga. Now you want to know what is Raja Yoga? So what is Raja Yoga? Raja means king or royal. So the king means in our body, what is the king? In our body, the mind is the king. So Raja Yoga means that science which deals with the mind for my spiritual liberation. So Patanjali Yoga Sutras can be called as Raja Yoga because it explains each and every aspect of mind and it helps how to control the mind and go beyond. Because this is ultimate work, right? You can control your body, but controlling the mind is a very difficult thing. So controlling the body you can do using Hatha Yoga, controlling the mind or understanding the mind, getting mastery over the mind and going beyond the mind can be done only through Raja Yoga. So Hatha Yoga will lead you to Raja Yoga. Raja Yoga will lead you to self-realization. So in Patanjali Yoga Sutras, the best tool what we can have is Ashtanga Yoga. You have 8 limbs, the Yama, the social ethics, Niyama, personal ethics, Asana, we know, Pranayama, breathing practices, Pratyahara, controlling your senses, Dharana, focusing or awareness, Dhyana, fully focusing without disturbance, Samadhi means completely absorbed. These things can happen in Hatha Yoga and the effect of this will lead you to Raja Yoga. That means Hatha Yoga will help you to get to a mood or to a capability where you can understand your mind. So if final goal is about Raja Yoga, then why people are not aware about it? How many people you think people read Yoga Sutras or scriptures, Vedas, Upanishad? Very less people, right? But people do asanas. If you say yoga, yoga means asana. Whichever you take 100 yoga teacher, in that maybe 3 or 4 will know something about Vedas, Upanishad, other texts. So if final goal is Raja Yoga, this is not my opinion or your opinion. It is by our text says. Then why people are not aware about it? It's like this. These are neem sticks, Many of us would have seen, we would have used this neem stick for brushing the teeth. But if you ask the current children, they would not have seen. Now, these they are selling in Amazon for 199 rupees one packet, 148 rupees this one. But these are traditional trees, sticks of the trees where it was quite very normally used in our villages. But now we have gone to the toothpaste. Now they are selling the same thing. If you say this much stick is 199 rupees in a village, they will laugh because neem tree is everywhere. You can just break one branch and start using it. But the kids doesn't know. The children of current generation doesn't know. Similarly, when you see this ad, they say salt and charcoal as if they have invented. Nothing, no invention. It is there in our traditional culture. We use, this charcoal, salt, and many other ingredients for our toothpaste as a tooth powder. But see now they are putting salt and charcoal and they are coming and asking whether your toothpaste has salt or sugar or whatever it is. Now, if you put salt and charcoal, the current generation thinks, oh, this is very special. They are using charcoal. The charcoal is ash, this which is very normally available there. But see, they have taken, when we are using salt and charcoal, they said only toothpaste is best. Now in the same thing they are introducing. So even we know all these things we are using. Now we have not passed the knowledge to our next generation. So they think salt and charcoal was invented by some toothpaste company. They given some formulation good for health. No. You can see the right side. This journal is Scientific American, one of the leading scientific journal. Okay, they have published few years back. They done a lot of research and they said something called cardiac coherence breathing. They say cardiac coherence breathing exercise can stabilize the heartbeat and have a powerful ability to dampen anxiety. It will reduce your anxiety. What is cardiac coherence breathing? Only our pranayama, nothing else. See, there is a comment. They say, steal knowledge from ancient Indian cultures, rename it, claim it as your invention, attack native tradition as superstition. This is what is happening. Same our culture, if it comes in different form, we also respect. You know why asanas become very famous? Because it has come from US, not from us. And our MP Shashi Tharoor very nicely commented. He says about the same thing, cardiac coherence breathing. Detailed description of the benefits of the 2,500-year-old Indian technique of pranayama, dressed up in 21st century scientific language as cardiac coherence breathing. It's taking the West a few millennia to learn what our ancient taught us millennia ago. But hey, you are welcome. At least now you are understanding pranayama. You give different name. It doesn't matter. So at least now you are using it. So now you can see yamas and niyamas written by some foreigner. No? They talk about yamas and niyamas also. So apart from asana, pranayama, they know other angas also. So nice to see that. And we always know this law of karma. Other people don't believe. We believe in reincarnation, next birth. And we always say whatever you do will come back to you. This law of karma. Very beautifully it is taught in our culture right from childhood onwards. When a child hit a dog, or if child kill ant, mother will say, don't kill the ant. In next janma, ant will become you will become ant, and that ant will kill you. So the child understand, okay, whatever I do, it will come back. These are all beautiful signs. These are all signs where from childhood it is taught. So it goes inside, imbibe in us. Even today, if you compare globally, India is the least, where the least crime happens, with less number of police person per million. That nobody will talk. They'll say about we are the diabetes capital of the world. We are capital for many things because we have 140 crores. If you say per 1,000 people, how many diabetes people are there? India is least. But since we have 140 crore people, more diabetes patients are there. But compared to 1,000, how many people? We are much less. In fact, the cancer is 6 times more than India. It's 6 times more in US and Europe. That nobody will tell you. Because of our population, cancer, suppose 1 crore people are there, they will say, this is cancer capital. How much you? They will say, I have only 90 lakhs. Your population may be 10 crores, you have 90 lakhs. Our population is 140 crores, I have 1 crore. What is the ratio? No meaning. So, if final goal is Raja Yoga, then why we are not aware? Because now the yoga, what we learn, the awareness has come from West, especially from US. So people started doing, our great gurus went there and they spread, and these people started reaping the benefit in the body. So all people in US and Europe, they start doing yoga and they found it is physically fit, very good to health. But we are forgetting the same asana we are doing. Our great yogis were doing as a lifestyle, our people are doing all those things. Since it has come from West, we are getting all the researches happening in the West, and now only we started doing, and we think whatever West, then they changed all the names also, Sanskrit names, and we started feeling whatever they say about asana, it is right. So they doesn't know goal about Raja Yoga. Why? There is no instrument to measure mind. Say 50, 60 years back, yoga was quite famous, picking up in US. Can you measure something happening in the brain? No. So there is no word called psychosomatic. That means what? Your mind affects the body. When we say people laughed, they said, no, body is separate, mind is separate. Now you will go, every doctor is telling it is stress. Oh, you are okay, perfectly fine. Why reason for your diabetes? Stress. Reason for your blood pressure? Stress. Stress means what? Your mind affecting the body. We were telling for thousands of years, you have to keep your mind clean because it affects your body. But now the science has accepted the effect of yoga on the mind. Why? Now they got all the instruments. You have MRI scan, this scan, that scan, CT scan, all those things. So if I meditate, I can scan my brain and see what is the changes happening. Now the West says, yeah, yoga affects the mind. But this we are telling for a long time. Yoga and mind are directly connected. Now only they are coming to Raja Yoga. That means what? Studying the mind. Though the final goal is to control or understand my mind, the awareness just started coming slowly. Now they started putting a lot of research papers. Slowly our people also go through Raja Yoga. So how the Raja Yoga was taught in the earlier times? See, we did not have, or nobody had any kind of equipments those days. Suppose a guru teaches a technique to a meditation technique to the student undergoes the meditation technique and he experiences the result. He is a lab. We don't have a lab of instruments. We had a lab of people. Everybody is different. A guru gives different technique to each person, because one person may be interested in karma yoga, other person may be in bhakti yoga, other person may be in jnana yoga. A guru knows, because a guru lives with the disciple for 12 years. So accordingly, he gives different sadhana. When you do all the sadhana, all the changes happens in your body and your mind, and you are the result. You are the research experiment we do with our body. When I understand, I will share same thing to others. We don't want to put it in writing. They telling this is my research, I have done so and so. No research and all. It's me, my personal experience. So to summarize, what happened is, in ancient India, we had many sages, and this Raja Yoga was taught to specific people, because this is very powerful sadhana. You can't give this to anyone. To sincere, qualified seekers, they were taught. So we had 1,000 years of invasion, right? More than 1,000 years of invasion. What they found is, we are so united. We are so diverse with our language, with our food habits and everything, but we are so united due to that spirituality or the concept in Hinduism. So they systematically dismantled our tradition. They make us to feel ashamed of us. When you talk about West, they say India means snake charmers. Even when we sent our rocket to moon, you would have seen, I don't know, some leading newspaper in America, they were showing some cow herd with cow and knocking the scientist door. They are laughing at us. But after that, they have put in a different way, like, giving some recognition to India, sending the moon. So they made us to feel very bad. Many Sanskrit texts were taken and they translated and studied by foreigners. Many foreigners, they have written many commentaries on various Sanskrit texts. And many concepts were introduced later in the name of them, as if they discovered. And yoga gained popularity because of asana practice, because so many benefits. Now, as we discussed, due to various medical equipments, now I can study the brain and understand the impact of it. Now they say meditation helps a lot in calming the mind, removing stress, all those things. So many current generation people think yoga means from West. Somebody has written there, but it is purely Indian. It is our culture. And the Raja Yoga has two major challenges. Why people are not teaching Raja Yoga? People are not interested. We have two great challenges. One is a shortage of qualified teachers and experts. People, if they do one course or one thing, they become teacher. To read text, it takes years. Even to read one text and understand just outline of it, you need to study for 1 year. So a shortage of qualified teachers and experts. Every teacher wants to teach asana. That's easy, right? 2 months you do a course, you become a yoga teacher. But to study one text, Patanjali Yoga Sutra will take 1 year. Who will wait for 1 year? I will study something. Now YCB is there. YCB is then offered for different purpose. Now in the name of YCB coaching, what people are doing, they are compressing within 1 month, they are making everything to revise and they are memorize everything, and you have to vomit it and get the certificate. This is not for YCB. YCB is there. Suppose you have a knowledge, you don't have a certificate, government introduce these things, you have knowledge, we want to recognize you. So irrespective of whatever your age, you write the exam. But now people are reading and writing just to get certificate. So we have a shortage of qualified teachers who really want to teach Raja Yoga. Second is difficulty in finding dedicated students. That's a great demand. We always say, like in our ashram, when we put any good course, right? We have put some course about mind. There is only 3 or 4 people admission. Very difficult to get people who want to study mind or text and all, because it needs a lot of patience, lot of perseverance, discipline. In fact, in our Yoga Sutra class, I always say, please switch on your video. Because the moment you switch on your video, you have to be here. You have to listen. Many times people switch off. Why? I'm not telling anyone who is switched off now. In generally, somebody switch off the video, that means you have some other work. Or you might be traveling, you might be in office, maybe other reason. But remember, it is you who is losing the benefit. When you switch on the video, you cannot move. You cannot attend your phone. So you have to be in the class. You will be attending. That 1 hour will be useful to you. So it is very difficult to get dedicated participants who are ready to listen. So let us see some bitter facts. So we know Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan, to whom name we call as Teachers Day. He was a great teacher and he was our second president of India. So after he became a president, he retired. He said, what are you going to do? He said, I'm going to become again teacher. Why? By being a teacher, I can create many, many prime ministers and presidents. So teaching is such a, a very valuable and a responsible job where you create the next generation. But these days, are there teachers that exist like this? Yes, people are there. You see somebody here like this. Somebody is sleeping in the class. There are also teachers like this who just come and take job just for namesake to get salary and spoil the future of many students. I'm not telling everyone, but people are there. So some teachers still teach with true love. You have great teachers, even the villages or town, you can see good teachers. Can you tell me how many teachers you remember? You would have come across at least 20, 30 teachers in your lifetime in your school. In that 30 teachers, how many teachers you remember as a good teacher? Maybe one or two. So what about the balance 28? So that one or two we call some teachers still teach with true love. These teachers taken that not as a profession, as a passion. Some other teachers choose teaching because the school is nearby. People say, why you are sitting nearby? Just go to school, you teach. No? But teaching is not that inferior job. But people started having like that. Some become teachers when other jobs don't work out. Other job, very tension is more. I go to school. Then some teach just to pass time. I'm Chumma is there at home, wasting my time. Let me go for teaching. And some feel teaching job is more comfortable and you can go by time and come by time. So when you talk about Raja Yoga, there are really a lot of challenges. People don't share knowledges. People hold back the knowledge. First thing is people really don't know the subject well. Do you remember when you come to yoga, how many of you can name it down, tell that really they taught me well with real passion? Very few, because they do not read the subject well. Simply they read and they simply say. Even they will not put slide. These days, not putting slide also. Since Zoom has come, they start doing. If they are good without slide, fine. I'm not telling about slide is good and without slide is bad. But people who have real knowledge, definitely they do. But many people do not have the knowledge depth. They appear to be knowledgeable, but they lack deeper knowledge. Some know, but choose not to share. This is quite common. I know this. Why should I share? So they will not share. The fear is because if you know you become like me, then you will take my customers. When you are a kid in school, everybody appreciate when you ask a question. These days, I know many institutes, if you ask question, they will cut your nose so that you will not ask question next time. Why? They don't want to answer. Either they don't know the answer or they don't want to share. Because if you become knowledgeable, what to do? So holding back comes because of fear. If somebody becomes more knowledgeable, because you are also adult, I'm also adult. Now yoga is learned by adults only. Third one is, many people prefer to make things complicated. First thing what they will say, Yoga Sutras are not easy. It is very difficult. That's what from school they said, right? When you go to 5th standard, up to 4th standard is easy. This is 5th standard. All subjects are difficult, people say. This we listen in school, in college, everywhere. The moment you say difficult, why you are discouraging people? If you teach well, even every subject becomes easy. So they always, when you ask one doubt, they will explain the doubt through another difficult terms. So you will stop asking. Why should I ask? They don't want to share. So, but you can say, you can have a feeling that teacher is knowledgeable, that the subject is difficult. Why? If that such a subject is difficult means that teacher has not taught you properly. Correct? If you teach everything properly, easily, everybody can understand. You are making it difficult and you want to create an image as if you are a knowledgeable person. So true wisdom comes only when you share. Real teachers who are interested will simplify things, will not mystify, will not make it difficult. They will make it all simple so that it can be easily understood. So sharing knowledge openly helps everyone to grow together. So what Albert Einstein says, genius is making complex ideas simple, not making simple ideas complex. If somebody teach you the complex thing very simple, that takes only a lot of effort. Teaching something simple also very complex, it is all like, it's a stupid mind. You want to keep secret within yourself. So being a teacher, most of us are teachers. You have to teach in a very simple way so that even a lay person also can understand. So there is other argument also on theory and practice. The moment you say Raja Yoga, people say, why you are reading all the text and all? It is not required. Book knowledge will not serve you. You do practice. Now we need to understand what is theory and what is practice. So when we read Ramayana, Mahabharata, Vedas, Upanishad, Yoga Sutras, there is no practice there. That means for no asana pranayama. So is the reading all these things is a waste? People say this is all theory. If this is theory, why all our ancient sages, everybody said, read Ramayana, Mahabharata, Vedas and all? See, practice means we think only asana, pranayama is practice. Whatever you read, if you follow, that is practice. Not only asana. So whatever we read in Ramayana, Mahabharata, Yoga Sutras, Vedas, Upanishad, you have to put into practice. If you don't apply that in your life, everything is theory. See, asana also, I learned asana, Surya Namaskar yesterday. Today, if I don't put it into practice, that's simply as a theory. That's only as theory for me. Similarly, you read Ramayana, you try to put it in practice. So there is nothing called theory and practice. Everything is as combination of both. Even if you learn asana, it contains theory and practice. If you read Ramayana, theory and practice. Everything has theory and practice. Let us not celebrate theory is best or practice is best. Both are required. So theory and practice are like this. It should be balanced. If you want to have learning happen, the learning is found by both intervening of theory and practice. Without theory, you cannot practice. Correct? Without understanding, can you practice? Without practice, can you reach anything? Experience? Theory also give you knowledge. What practice gives? That also gives you knowledge. If you practice, you will get experiential knowledge. So there should be a balance of theory and practice. You know, many of you know Sankhya philosophy, which is the mother of many philosophy. And our Yoga Sutra has taken many things from Sankhya philosophy. What Sankhya philosophy says? Liberation through discriminative knowledge. You will get liberation through knowledge. Knowledge about what? The soul, body, and the creation. If you get the knowledge, then you will get liberation. Your avidya, ignorance will go. So what kind of knowledge? There are 25 tattvas, how the creation happened, and also including the Purusha. Prakriti means creation, Purusha means creator or the soul. If you understand this, they say you will get liberation. Why? If you gain lot of knowledge, you will start following it. That knowledge is so powerful, you cannot avoid following it. If you start following it, it becomes a practice, you will get liberation. So this says like, the liberation is achieved not by action, but by knowledge alone. A radical stance compared to other paths. All other paths says practice, but Sankhya says you gain knowledge. You can ask question, how gaining knowledge will liberate, will come as practice. We'll see one simple example. How the theory or knowledge can transform my mind. You know, so I've taken Rajinikanth. If you are from North, take Amitabh Bachchan or any Shah Rukh Khan, anybody. Do you remember in those days when we go to a Rajini movie or anybody favorite movie, our superstar movie, after coming here, we start fighting like a superstar? Or you start dancing like it? Have you experienced? You also would have done. People are doing. You tell me in 3 hours, have you practiced? You watch the movie for 3 hours. Have you practiced in the cinema hall how to fight like Rajinikanth? No. But that has gone deeper inside. After coming to home also, I start acting like Rajinikanth. Or there is a person in Pakistan, kid. He bowls like Bumrah, Jasprit Bumrah. He has just seen Bumrah bowling and he is bowling exactly like him. See, just seeing, just gaining some knowledge makes my behavior, alter my behavior. So if you start reading more scriptures, what will happen? You will change. You will become like a sage, yogi. So slowly practice will come because something is changing your behavior means you are so much affected that will change your habit, behavior, and you start following things also. So if you take example of a bicycle, the front wheel of the bicycle is the theory or the knowledge what you gain through brain. This gives you direction. If you don't understand what is mukti, what is moksha, what is self-realization, what is mind, then what is the use of doing yoga? So front wheel is the theory, back wheel is the practical. So studying theory inspires us. It gives you direction and steering, and the practice will give you momentum and stability. So practical gives experiential knowledge. So both are jnana only. Ultimately, both, if you do practice or read theory, both gives knowledge. You know, somebody has suppose 30 years experience in automobile industry. What you will call? You call him as expert, right? Having huge knowledge. Now you tell me in 30 years, he had done all practical things. All the practical things, what ended up? In giving more knowledge. So everything ends up more knowledge. Bhakti Yoga also gives you more knowledge only. Jnana Yoga also gives more knowledge. Ultimately, you gain more knowledge about the creator, creation, everything. So let's not divide this practice, theory and all. Both are required. For a cycle to run, both are required. So the two important texts we have seen. Now, the Hatha Yoga Pradipika talks about in detail about asana, pranayam and all. Our Patanjali Yoga Sutras talks about Raja Yoga. It deals completely with the mind, how to control it and go beyond. So the secret of the science behind yoga is Patanjali Yoga Sutras. So what it contains, this is compiled by sage Patanjali, completely talks about mind, from mind to self-realization. It consists of 195 or 196 sutras, and it contains solutions to come out of all sufferings. This is all very important, right? All of us want to know. Is there anybody here? I don't have any suffering. I'm 100% happy. If you are there, we'll take blessings from you. Now, all of us need blessings from people who are really happy. No one can say I'm 100% happy. So everyone has a problem, whether you are 10 years old or 90 years old. Problem is suffering. So if you want to come out of all your suffering, please read Patanjali Yoga Sutras. So what in Yoga Sutras covered? Apart from mind, it talks about practice and detachment. It talks about bhakti. It talks about surrender and tools to overcome all the sufferings. Different levels like dharana, dhyana, samadhi. And it talks about Kriya Yoga. Suppose you are a busy person. No, I cannot do many practices and all. There is a Kriya Yoga for beginners. And it talks about impurities of the mind, how to overcome all the dirt in the mind. Then the concept of perception, how to perceive the life, creator and creation, destiny versus free will. This is very important, right? We all think everything is destiny. But Yoga Sutra says, if you really want to change your life, you can change. You can go beyond destiny. It says. So destiny versus free will, karma, samskara, vasana, that means your habit. That means many lives, we have all the impressions. Vasana means smell. Based on the smell, you select your parents. So based on what I put in this janma, my next janma will be decided. Then purpose of life, purpose of the world, purpose of the soul. What is the purpose of the soul? Then Ashtanga Yoga. Then it talks about a lot of siddhis. If you do yoga, you will get a lot of siddhis. What to do with the siddhis? What are the purpose of the siddhis? How to get into self-realization. These are all discussed in Yoga Sutras. So why and how to study my mind? So if I want to, why I have to study the mind? I need to answer what is the root cause of all suffering. So when we have an equipment, there is a user manual comes, right? To understand how to use the equipment. If you ask what is the most sophisticated equipment, we know it is a mind. So have we studied the user manual? We don't know where the user manual is. Then how to study? We don't know where the user manual is. First, if somebody shows me where, then I can study. Yoga Sutras are the user manuals. If you study Yoga Sutras, you are studying your mind. When you study your mind, you gain mastery over your mind. So without controlling my mind, I cannot control other minds, right? So even you take success, materialistic success, success in the world depends on how much I control other minds, how much I control my mind as well as other minds. If I control 10 people around me, I'm so successful, right? If I control 100 people around me, I am a big businessman. So Yoga Sutra helps you both way, both materialistic and the spiritual way. So who are all eligible to Yoga Sutras? Suppose you feel your problem can be solved by getting one more promotion. Please don't come to Yoga Sutras. Please work hard. You can get promotion because after promotion, you will be so happy, right? You should remember this is your words, not my words. No. If I marry that person, that man or that woman, then I'll be so happy. Please get married and see whether your happiness is going down or going up or coming down. No. If I get a kid, I'll be happy. Try this. Don't come to Yoga Sutras. Or if you think if I buy a house and a car, I'll be so happy. Please don't read Yoga Sutras because you're wasting time. Please go and earn more so that you can go buy a car, home, everything. Then you can see whether you get happiness or not. But if you think none of this will bring me happiness in my life, it will give little happiness, but it is not a long-lasting happiness. If you feel not all these things will give me permanent happiness, then you are eligible to study Yoga Sutras. So Yoga Sutras acts as a map. Now we are in a life, we don't know how to reach the destination. I don't want to decide your destination. Your destination may be mukti or earning more, whatever it is. or peace or whatever it is. Do you know how to go? Now, without Google Maps, we do not know how to go even to the next city. So like this is a Google map. Our Yoga Sutras are Google Maps, which helps you to find your way wherever you want to go. You want to have a good materialistic world? Yes, follow Yoga Sutras. You want to attain good in spirituality? Yes, you can join, you can study Yoga Sutras. So Yoga Sutras helps you to find your divine nature. So what is this? When you ask what is this, you will say, what is this question? Everybody knows this is lion, right? So what is behind the lion? We'll see. This is lion. So this is the makeup I put. I'm a human being. I put the makeup. No, I have not put the makeup. You know, I am like this only from childhood onwards. We will see how you started putting makeup, all of us. When we are in preschool, we are so happy. Just now only we started putting makeup. That means what? The society, father, mother, teacher, everybody start putting things in your mind. This is good, this is bad. You know, you have to become a doctor. In pre-KG, so they'll say, you have to become a doctor, you have to become a lawyer or engineer or collector. They'll say, they start putting makeup on you. You thought you were a very joyful person, but they said, no, be serious. Don't play. Be serious. You know, there is an exam. What for LKG, UKG exam? They prepare for that. Then you went into kindergarten, little more makeup. Then primary school, secondary school, half makeup has come. You are forgetting you become less joyful, right? When you become secondary school, you become so serious, as if you are stressed out something. Then you start entering the office, entering the college, undergraduate, postgraduate, middle age. Then when you become old age, you become a perfect lion. Now you forget who you are. The joy what you had when you were a kid has gone because you become a lion. You are so proud of lion, right? You know, you will say, 30 years I worked in railways, I worked in this place, I worked in that place. Whenever people come, you start talking about you only, right? Not even 30 years, even people at 5-10 years also start having pride about this, that, and all. This is all your lion makeup. Now we want to remove all the makeup to show who you really are. So Yoga Sutras, why you need? Yoga Sutras remove all the modification, coming back to your original nature. I remain in my original nature. So this is me. We are going to remove all the makeup and make you like you. Beautiful, right? You're a beautiful person. You are a beautiful God himself. You forget that you have a lot of ideas. You put everything over your face and now you have started projecting. Suppose somebody is a singer or somebody is a dancer. They always see the world through the dance and singing. These are all one chapter of life. Don't get attached to it. Somebody is a cricket person. Somebody is a scientist. They always talk about that only. Forgetting that they are basically excellent human being. The divine nature is gone. By Yoga Sutra, you will get back your divine nature. So what happens in Yoga Sutras? This is your mind always making mind is your flame, making you to boil. Your thoughts are boiling. In the boiling water, you cannot see anything. That's why you're unable to find anything in your mind. For everything, mind is boiling. Do you know how to control the flame? No, we don't know how to control the flame. Yoga Sutra will teach you how to control the flame. We start changing the water. Saturday, Sunday comes, we should start pouring 1 glass of water. Then the boiling temporarily stops. Again, Monday morning, stress, keep on boiling. So by Yoga Sutra, you know how to control the flame. So simply, you control your mind. So this is what is happening in my mind. Now I am seeing a lot of movies. Whatever you think your life is, you may be from any profession, any likes and dislikes you have, you keep on, thoughts are coming, keep on happening. We want to move from this to this. If you see any interesting movie, only the interval comes, you will understand, oh, I have come to the movie. You're totally engrossed in that. When the screen is empty, now only you can see the screen. See, when you're seeing the movie, can you see the screen? You cannot see the screen. The screen is not visible. When the screen is visible, now you think, oh my God, everything is a movie. Have you experienced a plain screen anytime in your life? You enjoyed it. During sleep, when you sleep, what happens? Everything becomes plain. You enjoy it, right? Everybody, is there anybody here? I don't like sleep. You may not like food, but you cannot say, I don't like sleep. Sleep means you are forgetting yourself. You are going away from all your thoughts. That means you become a plain screen. So by Yoga Sutra, we tell you how to control your mind so that you are in your original nature. When thoughts are going, you are not in your original nature. You dance and fight as per whatever scene comes. When the thought becomes empty, mind becomes empty, you will be in your original nature. So there was a king, the king wanted to hand over his kingdom. And he said, I will conduct a huge feast, big party, and I will be dressed differently. You have to come and find me. From morning to evening time, I'll give you. So whomever is finding me is the next king, he said. So then he opened a lot of entertainment and lot of food festival. Everywhere it is free. All food is free, all entertainment, everything is free. So many people came from outside villages and all. When they entered, they saw all the entertainment and the food and all. They start eating. They start dancing, enjoying. They forget the purpose. What is the purpose? The purpose is they came here to find the king dressed in a different costume. But one person, he never entered into all these things. He know his purpose is to find the king, and he noticed who is keeping quiet or simply sitting, and finally he found the king. Similarly, what is our purpose? Before getting birth, we told God, we will have self-realization. I'll come with you. I'll come to you. The moment we are born, we started living in this life, we got lost into all kind of recreation. All kind of recreation we got lost in the food, entertainment, everything. Entertainment means wasting your time, right? You spend time for watching a movie, 2 hours of your life is gone. But these days, people are so stressed, they want to watch movie. If you are so happy by understanding your mind, do you need any movies? Not required. So we should not miss our bus. Our goal is self-realization. For that, Yoga Sutra helps you. So be in the presence of God, understand Brahman, not going behind money. We need money to live. We are not denying. But the money should not be the only thing in life. It is one of the things in life. Money gives us comfort, but money is not going to give us the permanent happiness, which we will understand through Yoga Sutras. So this is a statement from Rajinikanth. Rajinikanth, the biggest celebrity, and he has everything. What he says, I am not even 10% happy. That's what his statement. Now, are you going to earn more than Rajinikanth? Are you going to get more fame than Rajinikanth? That's why he goes to all spiritual places. Why? In search of happiness. So we have to understand, at least every day, 1 or 2 hours, we have to spend time for ourselves to find that happiness. So if you start reading Yoga Sutras, it will take you in a different dimension where you start dwelling about ideas. If you're 11% happy, you are much richer than Rajinikanth. We'll end up with a small story. This was told by one of our great gurus, Shankaran Pillai story. Okay. So this person, Shankaran Pillai, one day he drunk fully. He was drinking. He was totally drunk, and his wife doesn't like, because he promised his wife, I will not drink. So after drinking, he walked here and there. Then finally he found his house and he opened his house. On the way to coming house, he fell down many places. He can't walk straight. Then the wife was sleeping. Then he went directly to the bathroom. He saw his face, lot of scratches were there. He put all the band-aids so that to cover it up. Then he went and slept. Next day morning, the wife came with shouting, what you have done? You again drunken. You're drunk again. Then he says, no, I am not drunk. I made you promise 6 months back, I will not drink. So I am not taking any drinks. She said, go and see the bathroom. When she went to the bathroom, all the band-aids were on the mirror. So instead of he fixing himself, he fixed everything in the mirror. So in our life, what is it we trying to do? We are trying to fix outside. If you solve outside problem, will your problem get solved? No, fixing outside is not a solution. Fixing myself is a solution. The only one which need to be fixed and solved is you. If you change the perception of the world will change for you. You cannot change the world. Can you change anybody, one person in your family? You can't change your spouse. You can't change people, your children, father, mother. You tried your best, but you can change yourself. So you forget, if you are sick, it is you who has to take the medication. If you are hungry, it is you who has to take food. Similarly, if you want to live a happy life, you have to fix yourself. For many people, the Guru says, they take lifetime to understand. They try everything. Finally, after 70, 80, 90, they understand, oh, nobody listen my words. I need to change. So we should understand this and try to fix ourselves. To fix myself, then Yoga Sutra gives us all the solution. So when you attend, we are going to conduct 2 more free webinar on Yoga Sutras 2, Samadhi Pada and Sadhana Pada, 2 chapters with a very easy story to understand, with very easy overview. So please try to attend, preferably with video on. And we are going to conduct this course, 6 months course. The fees is 6,000 rupees, which we are going to start from this month end. So you can ask as many doubts as possible. Now, in our ashram, we never hold any knowledge. We share all the knowledge. You can ask any doubts. There are many people here who already attended. So you can check with them. It's a very interesting course. And we will give you all the materials in the form of easy dialogue, Guru Sishya dialogue, flow chart, many forms, so that you can study, dive deeper and understand things. So thanks for being here. This we want to give a glimpse of Yoga Sutras. Somebody, 1 or 2 people who attended our classes, can you share your experience? I don't know how many people are here. Anybody is there? Can you share a few words?
Hari Om sir, this is Ranjit. So yes, shall I share something?
Yeah, please, sir.
Please,
I'll be coming in a minute, sir. Please share. And after that, somebody share. I'll come in a minute.
Yeah. Okay, sir. You go ahead, sir. I shall. I have attended this session twice, not once, twice. Why? Because once I attended the session, the class was very nice. And they have given me a certificate. I have got a high marks in this course. I have attended a 6 months course of Patanjali Yoga Sutra. And after that, once again, I attended. Because with each time, Barmali sir is improving. In the meantime, we are also improving. So every day I read this Patanjali Yoga System nowadays. Even today also, I have completed reading Sadhana Pada. So once you see whatever you are having, whatever challenges you are having, once you go through it, whole challenges will be erased one by one. And you have, I think we have gone through the picture of Rajinikanth. Rajinikanth is still having some problems. He has not yet solved the problem. So once he is coming through Yoga Sutra, his problem will be solved. He is doing Kriya Yoga. He is with that Kriya Yoga people. So it's my humble request. Once you join Yoga Sutra with Shivadarshan, it's guaranteed. It's a 6 months course. You will be like anything. You will get everything you want in your life from Yoga Sutra. Thank you very much. Hari Om.
My name is R.A. Sharma from Hyderabad. Should I go ahead, sir?
Go ahead, sir.
Hello.
He will be back soon. You can go ahead, sir.
Please, sir. Please.
My name is R. No, our guide is not coming in line, so I thought that there is something.
No, guide is there. Guide is there.
But Balmurli sir is not speaking.
Yeah. No, I'm speaking. I'm here, sir.
Okay. Dear friends, my name is R.A. Sharma. I am from Hyderabad. I am professional and yoga practitioner. You see, I found Balmurli sir and his courses excellent. You will say, how did I find? Number 1, see, for any course or any program, 3-4 things are very important. Number 1, speaker. Speaker is so good and so excellent. As he said, no, he never hides anything. Anything you ask, he shares. This is a very, very rare quality of a great teacher. I compliment him. Number 2, when you go for any course, people hide the materials. Here, materials are so beautiful, so nicely written, and he does not give only one view. He gives 3 to 4 views, commentaries on Yoga Sutra. And number 3, they are so open. and such a great institution. They give a lot of free classes. You see, this class also is free. So I found from all angles this institution and Balmulli sir is excellent. I being I am having a lot of yoga institution at Hyderabad and also professional organizations. Despite all that, when I found them so good, I have joined 6-month course, and I highly recommend. In India, if you want to really understand Yoga Sutras, it is the one institution which can give you the best. So
Thank you, sir.
thank you very much. For
Thank you,
more
sir.
details, you can contact me. My name is Arya Sharma, Hyderabad. Having long experience, I am 82 years younger, and BTech mechanical, electrical, chemical, MSc yoga, etc., etc. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much, sir. You have given
Thank
the
you.
time to speak.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So if you want to come to our WhatsApp group, please message me. I'll add you to our WhatsApp group. We are going to conduct next 2 free session also on Samadhi and Sadhana Pada. If anybody new to Yoga Sutras, please attend. It will be very interesting. Whether you come and join or not, that is secondary. But please do attend. Please message me so that I will add you to the group. Now, any questions, please? Simrat Matarao, ma'am. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing wrongly. Please, ma'am.
Right. Subrat Matharu. Namaskar. I'm Subrat from Matharu from Delhi. Very good session. I was not thinking like the way you were explaining each and everything. Earlier we were thinking that only asana, knowing about asana and getting a certification of a yoga coach is sufficient. But the base of that asana is where you really open our concept. So I'm really grateful that having this knowledge through you. One more thing I want to know that you are telling that it is a 6 months course. My question is that I want to be a coach because I'm a retired from Reliance Energy from Delhi. So I just want to opt as an career. So please guide me whether it would be good to me if I get certification or any kind of authentication as a yoga teacher, if I would associate with you or join your course.
See, this, if you want to take it as a career, we give definitely certificate. If we give a participation certificate, if you attend with 90% attendance for Yoga Sutra course. Now, Yoga Sutra is, apart from certificate, it is to understand life. Suppose you're doing asana, you're teaching asana pranayama. Somebody asks you about mind. How will you explain? Somebody asks you about the last janma, this janma. See, I'm a good person, I'm suffering. How will you explain? Good person suffers means, how will you explain this? Somebody come with the birth defects. How will you explain? Somebody gets a lot of suffering, somebody doing all bad, they're enjoying life. See, all the philosophy, all these things we'll deal with Yoga Sutras. So we'll give you a certificate, and ours is the Associate Center of IYA, Indian Yoga Association, and ours is run by the two sannyasis, our Swamijis, who are more than 30 years running this institution. It's a charitable trust. It is not a yoga studio or this thing. So this, if you come to Tamil Nadu, all the institution knows us in Tamil Nadu. Of course, away from that, you have 30 years presence, you can go to our website, and your certificate comes with, it's conducted by Swamijis from BR School of Yoga. Of course, in yoga therapy. In here, it comes with our Shivadarshan Yoga Vidyalaya, Vishwabharati Sangh, our certificate only. We have two trusts. One is Shivadarshan Yoga Vidyalaya, other is Vishwabharati Sangh. Both are headed by our Swamijis. This course we conduct from Vishwabharati Sangh. Again, it's a charitable institution, and you will get a certificate, definitely for sure. But whether that certificate will be useful to a career, I do not know. Because nobody asks you Yoga Sutra certificate. They will ask you, YCB certificate or any other MSc certificate for career. This will help you to enhance your career. Suppose you have MSc Yoga.
Yes, the deep knowledge, knowledge behind that certification. That I totally agree. I would love to join this course whenever you start this, and please keep me updated for another.
Please message. My number is here.
I'm in your WhatsApp group, My Bharat, My Nature. That is the group, na? Yeah. So I'm in added in that.
If you want to join Yoga Sutra course, you can message me. I will send you the details so that you can join. And this is very cheap, like 6,000 rupees for 6 months is nothing.
No, not at all. The way you are teaching, the way you are teaching, because it is like I'm reading that book. Because sometimes we feel bored reading that book because we do not understand what the actually writer wants to say. But the way you are telling is like you are just pouring words into my mind that what is the concept behind.
No, this
Thank
is
you very
because
much.
of pictures. When we make any, see, for this 1 hour, I spent 1 day for preparing slides. Now, the purpose of preparing slide is we are visually attracted. If you want to convey anything to the world,
Exactly.
if you have an audio visual, that helps us a lot. So even the Yoga Sutra, we have 1,200 slides. Now I'm going to complete Hatha Yoga Pratipika, which is having 1,500 slides, which took me 1.5 years, which another 1 month I will be completing. So we want to take that course. That is all 6 months course. So these two are very, very important, Hatha Yoga Pratipika and Yoga Sutras. Because without these two, even if you are PhD in yoga, there is no use because you have not even understood the basic text, then you are lacking with the knowledge. So it is our duty and responsibility to share the knowledge, which we take time. Every text for Yoga Sutra, it took me 3 years. Hatha Yoga Pratipika only asana, it's 1.5 years. Now parallelly, I'm doing some Upanishad and Vedanta, which again years together. So ultimately, whatever we are doing, we'll try to understand deeper and want to share with people also.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I want to be part of all your like courses. So I'll message you for that learning Yoga Sutra. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Any other question from anyone? Want to ask any
Sir,
question?
I have one more question because see, you told that you are starting Hatha Yoga Pratipika. So can
Yes,
you
sir.
just tell me when you are starting the course?
We'll put it, sir. We'll put the poster. We'll put. I'm in the
Okay.
final fine tuning.
Okay.
We'll take another
Okay.
1 month. Definitely after a month, we'll definitely put it, sir.
And Samrat ma'am, see, I have qualified a lot of therapies from this Bihar School of Yoga, that is Shivadarshan. TTC 1, 2, 3, then physiology, then I did this Patanjali Yoga Sutram twice. I did once again because of Balamurali Krishna, I did once again. That's it.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Many
good
people
luck
are
and
there.
good wishes to you.
Many people, they do redo our course, Yoga Sutra. So that's
Yeah,
only when
yeah.
you read, it's only 2,000 rupees we charge. So it's a way to refresh the mind.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
any other people, any other questions? Anybody want to ask any other question? No question? Okay, if there are no questions.
Simrat ma'am, I shall tell you something else also. If you attend once this course, no, and after that you are trying to attending the course once again, it's just like we
Yeah.
are reading Godfather once, and after 15 years we are reading the Godfather once again.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
think that much?
exactly. Yeah, yeah. That kind of magnetic attraction I'm just like feeling.
Yeah.
Because I'm very keen to read this Yoga Sutra, but I couldn't